Hi guys, so welcome back. So tonight we're going to be tying a little trout fly. It's a Bumble. It's quite a complicated one. So there's quite a few materials going on in it, and because this is a size 12, I'm going to do a few things that may seem a little bit unusual, but it's about dealing with reducing bulk on a fly of this kind of size. So this is a size 12 B175, and I'm using it's a 6/0 standard thread. This is Tech Stream, and it's in like a golden orange sort of color. I think it's number 13 orange, and I think that'll suit the golden olive theme of this fly. So going to tie in a tail first. So I'm going to take a golden pheasant topping. This is one much longer than what we need, but I'm going to tie in, and when it's sitting I'm then going to pull it until the length that I want it to be. So I'm going for about the length of the shank of the hook, and I'll hold it up on top and tie back. Tie that forward and rip it off, and then we're moving to the front of the fly because I want to tie a lot of this fly in reverse. So Bumbles have like a J hackle at the front, but J is an extremely difficult feather to work with, so instead just rip it off, take your bunch and just tie it in by the very base of those fibres, the front, and that'll make like a little fake hackle. I'm going to augment that with a sort of J teal blue dyed grizzle hackle. So I'm just going to tie that in just behind that, and then I'm going to tie in a golden olive hackle, and then I'm going to tie in the legs. So the legs are knotted pheasant tail. This is just a standard undyed pheasant tail, although you could use whatever accent of colour you want here. I'm going to tie them pointing in forwards. These are longer than the hook itself. Trim that off. And then the palmer of this fly is a Picric olive dyed hackle. So I have a little tag, extra tag or accent to the tail on this. This is Glow Bright number 4. So I'm going to tie that in one strand, double it back on itself, and I'm not tying it the whole way down because I'm also going to tie in the rib. So the rib is a gold wire. Then I'll hold all back, 2 strands are on top, and I'll wind back to where I want my tail to start. And then we just trim that off at about half the length or so of the tail, and that'll give us that little red flash. So fly looks like a mess at the minute, but it should start to come together. So wax the thread, and the dubbing on the body is a golden olive seal. So I've actually mixed a medium olive here with a gold or a yellow, and that'll give me a nice golden olive type colour. Okay, so the dubbing is this mix of golden, yellow and olive seal, and we'll just dub that along the body, take it up to where these hackles were tied in. So time to start bringing the fly together. Take the Picric one and palmer that. Down the body, we'll get it to the rear, take our gold wire and come up through those hackles 4 or 5 turns. Snap that off. A couple of turns forward, I'll then fold that back on itself and get a couple of turns over it so that I can then snip it or break it off, it's up to yourself. So we now take these legs and pull them back, splay them around the hook a little bit, and then we're going to wrap a couple of turns of our golden olive hackle. 1, 2, tie it in, fold it back, tie over it, trim that off, and then a couple of turns of our sort of J type hackle, 1 or 2, and then I'm going to fold everything back, including the little bunch of J that we had tied in at the front, turn across our hackle, that's holding it in place, fold all back, and then start to create our head, and our head will sort of force everything back. So we can create a nice neat little head. Super glue 2 centimeters of the thread. Wrap it on and hitch into it. And that is our fly. So we'll let the super glue dry, and then we'll get another little dab of super glue to it, or clear varnish whenever that sets itself up. But as you can see, there's a lot going on, like for a fly that's smaller than my little fingernail. But hopefully, although it may seem a little bit awkward and unusual the way I did it, it cuts down the bulk and allows you to have a neat head at the end of the fly. So if you like what you see, give us a like, subscribe, tell your friends, and until next time, tight lines, and thanks for watching.